Buccaneers, Packers, coming up on EA Sports as we welcome you to Green Bay, Wisconsin for today's game.
This team has the better tight end, but I do know that could very well be the difference in this game today.
Well, if you made me choose between the two, I'll tell you what. I'll just say you take one. I don't care who you take. I'll take the other one because they're both that good. They can do it all. As I say, you hear me say it every once in a while. They're all in one. That means they can do anything you want.
This game is underway. And he's met head on right there at the 20.
When you see linebackers moving around like this, that means they're probably going to blitz.
Tackled down at the 28-yard line.
Eddie Lacy is the type of runner you like to get him involved early, get him into the game. Why? Because he runs with such power and he can punish defenses. If you let him do that early, I promise you, you get great rewards later in the game. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Intercepted. That brings the play to an end. Well, that's a rough way to get the game started, isn't it, Phil? Come out, throw an early pick.
Oh, it is. It's a terrible way to start for the quarterback and everybody involved, but I'll tell you this, I think it was a terrible call. So the quarterback, when the play's not there, throw it away. He took a chance, and that's why it was intercepted.
They're happy to begin this drive from this point.
Martin solo back set. First down at the 30. Martin takes the hit and is brought down.
You're running back in this league and you pick up first downs and you don't fumble the football, I promise you one thing, you're going to get more carries.
It's often the difference maker in any game, and that is how you perform inside the red zone, and we're getting an early taste of that.
No doubt about it, Jim. You got to be creative when you get in the red zone. We'll see what the offense calls.
First down at the 15. They'll run it off the toss. How about that run? Touchdown. That's a terrific start for this team, Phil, with the early touchdown.
Yeah, just the way they planned it, man. You get in there during the week, you practice, you look at all that film, and then you say, here's going to be our starting plays for the game. You go out there, you run them, and you score. That is a great feeling.
The point after try is in the books. Hyde's going to start his return. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Packers offense back on the field trying to make up for that costly mistake the last time they had the ball. The turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 23. Aaron Rodgers out to James Jones. And now they'll try over again on second down. Out of the eye, it's Lacy.
That's a good job by the defense, just playing the situation. Second and short, they know they have a conservative coach on the other side. They played for the run, and they stopped it short of the first down.
Will go ground. Lacy takes the hit and is brought down. That's going to be a pickup of 9. The Buccaneers with a nickel look here on defense. The Packers will run it again. As we take a look at the offense, Eddie Lacy is a massive man. Very difficult to bring down with just one tackler.
Green Bay was looking for some toughness on the offensive side. My gosh, they find it with Eddie Lacy. What a year he had in 2013. You don't have to make a hole for him. If there's nothing there, he'll run a few people over and get you some yards.
Looking across the middle, over the middle, and incomplete that time. As we showcase the defensive starters, take a look at Alteron Werner, one of the smartest players in the league, a graduate in 4 years out of UCLA.
One of the reasons Lovie Smith wanted to get him down here in Tampa to play is because he knows how to play the Lovie Smith defense. They call it cover 2, where the corner plays near the line.
And he's thrown to the ground. The offense stopped midway through the first, and they'll now turn to their defense.
Yeah, Jim, they're going to turn to their defense. Here we got a low-scoring game, and what they have to do is go out there on the field, find a way to stop the other offense from scoring some points.
He's got a chance to return this one. Ryan's there to take him down, and a run back of about 14.
The Buccaneers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up, and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did.
First down at the 28. Breaks the tackle, and he heads to the sidelines out of bounds.
Vincent Jackson found a way to go deep with success last year in Tampa, and he's a big-time part of this offense.
Yeah, you know, I think we really found out finally Vincent Jackson, it doesn't matter where he plays, he's just good, and he got it done for the Bucs last year.
2 tight ends on the field here. The Buccaneers snap it at the 31. Martin's tackle right at the 35. It's third down coming up.
Look at the defensive line shifting all down to the inside. They're pinching.
Intercepted. No one's going to get him now. And in for the touchdown.
Hey, how about that touchdown? You're down 7. You're on defense. You go the heck with it. The offense can't get it done. So we'll get it done on the defensive side. Taking it back for a touchdown. Now we have a tie game.
The Packers will tie it up with this extra point.
The Packers stalled on their last drive, forced a punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around, making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
The Packers getting set to kick it away. To move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
The Buccaneers on offense after throwing the football to the other team the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, they got to be careful. They got to know who they're going up against. This is a defense that's good and smart. When you put those things together, look out hard to make big plays against this defense.
First down at the 23. Trying to hook up with Evans that time, but the pass is incomplete. That leads us to second down. Pass is intercepted. Taking it all the way home for the touchdown.
Well, the quarterback, he could not see the defender. The defender in the right spot makes the catch and takes it back for a touchdown.
The Packers heading back out there on offense, hoping to improve on their last possession, which ended rather quickly with a punt.
Yeah, I think what they got to do, they got to come out and be a little more creative. Get the defense off guard. Make them think over there. That was too generic what they did on the offensive side. If you want to score, show some ingenuity.
The Packers getting ready for the kickoff. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers will take the snap from the 25. Evans had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good, and the football falls incomplete.
Plenty of defensive backs out on the field for this one. 2nd and 10. Jackson's going to pull in the bullet pass. This play set up by the long gainer. That was Shields on the coverage that time.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job and effort.
2nd down and 10. And Evans has got it on a pass, had some heat on it. The Buccaneers on offense here to start the 2nd quarter. Offense needs 2 yards here on 3rd down after that pass play. Quarters formation here for the defense. And the 2nd quarter is underway with this snap. Safarian Jenkins makes the grab.
Nice job that time by the tight end. Makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
1st down here after the completion. It's intercepted.
Matthew is such an impressive athlete. We know he can tackle and stop the run game, but how about that in the pass game? Defending the pass and picking it off. Good job.
The Packers didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just huge in there. It wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but man, that was pretty easy. The D-lines, they're seeing something on the offensive side. Everybody's shifting to their left.
2nd and 12. Looking long. Catches the ball on the sideline, but does not get both feet down. It'll be 3rd down. The Packers need to get to the 35 to pick up a 1st.
Look at those linebackers shifting around, trying to confuse the quarterback.
Jones got it on a pass that had some heat. They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. Rodgers will hand it off. Lacey takes the hit and is brought down. Running the ball is never a given, but here in the 1st half with a lead, you have to think this team would love to establish the run better in order to control and hold the lead the rest of the way, Phil.
Yeah, get some rhythm of the football game on your side. And I'll tell you how you start it. You go over there to the bench and you look at those offensive linemen and say, you must block better for the run. I think they will as the game goes along.
Nelson's got the catch and the 1st. Coming to the line at the 43.
D-line is shifting inside. They're pinching. I think they're expecting a run up the middle.
First down at the 43. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit.
Well, they always say if you get your hands on the football, you got to make the catch. Yeah, right. The guy that made them rule up wasn't getting hit as he was trying to catch the football. Nice hit that time.
Second down following that incompletion.
The quarterback, he's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Jones got the catch and the first. That's his third catch of the day.
Wow, if Aaron Rodgers wasn't dangerous enough, now you let him play action pass. Oh my gosh, that is almost impossible to stop.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Gets the handle here. Moore's the one who brings him to the ground. And we've reached the 2-minute warning. That's second down coming up.
Look at that. The defensive line, everybody shifting to the right.
Aaron Rodgers going to take it from the shotgun.
Makes the catch. Touchdown.
What a throw by the quarterback for a touchdown. It was just really nice. He threw it beautifully, right on target. Touchdown.
Makes the PAT.
Mason Crosby ready for the kickoff. Steps up and fields it at the 2. And he's tackled just past the 20. We'll mark it at the 22-yard line.
The Buccaneers are set to take the field again on offense after a crazy sequence that didn't go their way. That turnover led to turnover points. And now let's see if the offense can get that back, Phil.
Yeah, listen, I know they're going to be motivated because after they turned the football over last time, the coaches took them to the sideline and just gave them heck. That's for sure. That's a good way of seeing it. So motivation, can't make those kind of mistakes. You've got to go out there and be much better. Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
3rd and 5 coming up. No time to huddle now. Just a quick drop back.
The grab is made by Jackson. Jackson's taken down at the 40.
Now 1st and 10. Toss play here to Martin. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
Well, you got to know the situation as a player. Even if the coaches didn't tell you this, you should know it. When you get a chance inside of 2 minutes to get out of bounds, you do it. Good job of hurrying up and getting on that football and trying to get the play off. Don't use the timeout here. Good clock management. Snap that football.
The Buccaneers signal for the timeout. And that's the first one they've used. Third and 2 coming up. The Packers lined up in the nickel. Toss to the outside.
Martin's taken down at the 49. The offense stops the clock right away with a timeout. Moving it to the other side of the field at the 49. Winston's all by himself in the backfield for this snap.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
First down at the 49. Doug Martin with the grab.
And he's in for the touchdown. What a play. What a run.
Lack of hustle, bad tackling, you name it. They allowed the short throw and catch to go all the way down the field for a score.
The Buccaneers getting set for the extra point. Driving extra point is good. The Buccaneers getting ready to kick it off. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Packers taking the field on offense, coming up a touchdown on their last drive, Phil.
Yeah, they did it mostly through the air, Jim, and I love the way how they did that. It was aggressive throwing by the quarterback, and my gosh, is he on target today.
The Packers line up. Been a tight first half. The score's 21-14. The Packers take it from the 23. Climbs the ladder, and he has it. A good first half of action here, and soon we'll be sending you to Orlando and to our host, Larry Ridley. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The second half is officially underway. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Buccaneers talk things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins has the catch.
The Buccaneers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
Winston's now completed 4 in a row. Here's the handoff out of the strong eye. It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Defense is crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback. Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The ball is spotted at the 49. They bring in the extra tight end. 3rd and 7. He'll throw it over the middle. Tried to find his target over the middle, but that pass goes incomplete. The offense is going to stay on the field now for this 4th and 7. The Buccaneers need to get to the 42 for the first down.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
What a catch by Evans.
The Buccaneers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Only 34 yards to the end zone.
The Packers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Tosses the football. And gains maybe 4. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. Play number 6 coming up on this drive. 2nd and 6. They're going to run it on the toss. That's a pickup of 14.
If you're running back and you want more carries, do things like this. Read the defense right, read the blocking, and pick up first downs. That's a really good job by the running back. Good job by the offense getting in the red zone. Now you're down some points. You got to find a way to score a touchdown.
First down at the 16. Outside now on the toss. 2nd down here. Time for the hurry-up offense. Throws the pass. Almost intercepted that time.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Sims is in the backfield. Third and 7. Got drilled as he throws it. The coach is going to go for it. Winston's ready for the snap. Empty backfield.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
And it's batted down.
I thought it was a little too early to take that gamble. You're down by a few points in the second half, and you go for it on 4th down. That's a big decision, and I think it was the wrong decision.
The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel.
The defensive line, they're all shifting to the right. I think they're expecting a run.
Rodgers' pass will go for an incompletion.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. An extra tight end on the field for this one.
Look at the linebackers moving around. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
That picks up 11.
Well, the defense, they give them the first down there. They're behind. They just can't sit back there and keep bending. You got to take some chances. Go on the offensive, on the defensive side, and just make things happen.
The Buccaneers with a nickel look here on defense. The Packers take it from the 23. Nelson had it, but couldn't hold on as this goes incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Lacey lines up in the backfield. They'll run it here. Carter's there to take it down.
Lacey is a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
For this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
The Packers have to get to the 33 for a first. And that's Burner, who almost comes away with a pick.
The Packers really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
Wants to give it a go here.
And Perry in on the tackle.
The Buccaneers love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Packers lined up in the nickel. The Buccaneers from the 37.
Knocked down as he fires it. Coming up, second down.
Martin's got it on the toss.
On the way, 3rd down.
The Buccaneers line up. First down marker right at the 47-yard line.
Third and a long way to go.
The Buccaneers elect to go for it and bypass the punt on 4th down. Winston's lined up. No extra blockers for this snap.
Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
The Buccaneers don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Packers defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The Buccaneers take it from the 28.
Launches it down the field, and there's a great catch.
The Buccaneers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
The line of scrimmage is the 38-yard line.
First down following the long play.
Doug Martin.
And they bring him down at the 33-yard line. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
The Buccaneers will come to the line, trying to put together a scoring drive here in the 4th.
And it's now 2nd down and 5 after running it on 1st down.
Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting a run right up the middle. Martin's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
It's first down as they head to the line. Here they come back to the line after picking up over 20 yards on that last play. And Daniels is all over that offense and brings him down.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the offense that time on first down. Now the defense is in a good situation.
Stepping up to the line at the 14.
Second and 11. That's a ball that should have been caught.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Looking at third down. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. And that touchdown ties the game just moments into this final quarter. It's shaping up to be a dramatic conclusion to this contest.
I know one thing, it has fired up the crowd. There's no question about that. They are excited. They got a tie game here in the fourth quarter, and this is going to be emotional down the stretch.
The Packers are back deep, ready to return. Going to make the tackle. That return's good for about 22.
The Packers bringing their offense onto the field. It wasn't a very productive possession for them last time out, partner. They ended up punting.
Well, you know what it was? It was a good filling out process. So they got some knowledge by watching the defense and what defenses they tried on them. So you got to take advantage of that knowledge and come out here and make some plays.
Three-step drop. And it's complete to Jordy Nelson. First down on the way. Quickly to the line.
The defensive line, they're all talking. They're all shifting to the right.
Handoff out of the I formation.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Smith's there to make the tackle. Trying to absorb these numbers in a tie game. The running attack hasn't been there, but they may continue to try to make it work and try to control the clock.
Absolutely. Don't lose your patience. We say it all the time. It's a tie game. Try to run that football. Keep the defense guessing. Don't become one-dimensional. If you do that, you're going to have no chance of winning.
The Buccaneers defense now is going to go nickel. First down at the 33. He reaches up and grabs it. How about how high he went up in the air to get that one?
Unbelievable job that time. And again, that's part of every offense now in the NFL. It wasn't like that when I played. We didn't have guys that could go up and make catches like that.
Time is beginning to run out here midway in the fourth. And incomplete. What a hit that time.
This man was put on this defense for this reason alone. Make the big hits. Give your team some momentum and also put a little fear in the offensive players when they get the football.
Second down after the incompletion. Not much time left here, and the defense will need to come up with a stop to maintain the time. Moore's there to make the stop. Hurry up, 2-minute offense. Third down and 11. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose.
Good job that time by the defense. We got a tie game, and they are aggressive. Nice call, and they stop the offense on third down.
Here's the punt by Mastay. Kicking team gets down there and downs the ball.
The Buccaneers coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
Not where you want to begin a series. Backed up this deep. Time becoming a factor in this game.
Martin, solo, back set.
Doug Martin carries the football and pick up about 4. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day. And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
A long field ahead of them at the 10.
Second down and 6. Martin's going to secure the handoff. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Martin's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
Here's the handoff to Doug Martin. They'll mark him at the 28. It's all about decision-making now as they work out of the hurry-up offense.
Yeah, it's really up to the quarterback. Make sure to watch the clock, don't get a sack, and don't get tackled in bounds. Make sure you give the message to all your teammates.
Second and 3 after that last carry. The Packers defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. Game's about 3.
Sims is never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short game.
Sims has got on the handoff. Brought down at the 38. Going to the hurry-up. Under a minute to go here. First down at the 38. Back to him. For a gain of about 5.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to. And also, it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Tie game in this one. Fourth quarter is winding down. And now here's the toss. And he'll step out. He's now averaging 6 yards a carry on the day. Martin lines up in the backfield. First and 10. Feeds him again. Burnett's there that time for the tackle. The Buccaneers know they should be able to rely on the running game down the stretch in this tight game. Martin's had a big day, and in a tie game, you expect him to keep seeing the football.
This is an easy decision for the coach in this tie game. You stay with that run game for lots of reasons. You're dominating, and when you run the football, you're just going to make less errors.
Second and 4. Toss to the outside. Running room.
What a good job by the running back that time. He reads the blocks very well, and he picks his way through there and picks up a first down. That's nice.
about to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. Now at the line, they're happy to take their time at this point. 1st and goal.
Good job by the defense. They stopped the first down play that time by the offense, and now they have a good situation.
Loss of 2 on that play. The Buccaneers call for a timeout. They want to talk it over on what should be coming up, the final play of the game. The Buccaneers getting set now for what would be a winning field goal on an afternoon we will long remember. And it's good. He puts it through, and the celebration is on. Well, Phil, it comes down to the kicker, and he delivers the goods at the end of the game.
You know, we don't give the kickers enough credit. They're the only people that get to go out and actually think about their job before the play happens. Such a reactionary sport. I give the kicker a lot of credit. Made a big kick in a tough moment.
That 4th down was clutch.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.
And as you see, those 3 takeaways set them up for his points. That's how it should go. I just can't be being sloppy like that.